There's not much we can tell you right now in terms of confirming whether or not Oscar Pistorius did allegedly shoot his girlfriend. This is what local media are saying. The police, however, are refusing to name anyone. They say, though, they have in custody a 26-year-old man, that they've confiscated a gun, and that he'll only be named once there's a court appearance. This is a puzzle. We don't have all the pieces yet, John, although it does appear from initial media reports and from a number of other sources, as well as Reuters, that Oscar Pistorius perhaps shot and killed his girlfriend in the early hours of this morning.
Just in terms of the story for South Africa, how big is this? Oscar Pistorius is a legend there, if this turns out to be confirmed, as we expect that it just might be.
I mean, I think, you know, we've covered Oscar's story on CNN for years now, haven't we? And I don't think this is just going to be making South Africans sit up. I think around the world, Oscar's seen by many people, not just as a hero, but a man who has conquered all sorts of disabilities. Remember, he had his legs amputated below his knee just before his first birthday. And there's this remarkable story about how this young boy, this young man, without any legs, went to compete in the able-bodied Olympics. He's a man who's inspired all sorts of people. So for this to be happening, I think many people desperately concerned as to how he is, what exactly happened, and of course to this woman that apparently was shot and killed, whether it was his girlfriend. The details of what transpired in that home is still unclear. I've been in that house, interviewed Oscar a number of times in his home. It's in a secure, gated community. It's a double story, and it's a very it's a house for a man who's done well, and he has done extraordinarily well. He's earned a lot of money, and he's really become an icon around the world. So in this house, it's unclear what took place. But just make sure this is a gated community, and people live in gated communities because they're scared, because they're nervous of the crime rate here. So Oscar, just another person who also chose to live within the confines of what he thought was a secure establishment. What happened in the morning? It's believed, according to some reports, that he shot and killed this woman because he thought she was a burglar. So still a lot to find out still.
Did he live by himself, Robin?
I can ask him. From what I understand, he did live by himself, although we do know he has been in a relationship, and I can't confirm whether she lived with him. But, you know, he's a man also that has been traveling a lot. I was chatting to him just a few weeks ago on text message, and I think he had done something like 100 flights in the last year. He's constantly on sponsorship deals, going on advertorials. He's widely asked to appear on magazine covers. In fact, in South African supermarkets at the moment, he's on the front cover of the GQ magazine. So his face is everywhere. He's much loved. In fact, he's also on one of the local television stations promoting February as Oscar month because of the Oscars movie awards. So he's everywhere here, and he's greatly loved, and he's become not just a celebrity, but he's become really much a person who's a fabric of the new South Africa. So very confusing, very unsure of what's exactly happened. Many South Africans will be turning on their radio, going to Twitter, trying to sort of understand, but I think the initial sort of sense is one of shock and confusion, and of course we're still waiting for that confirmation from the police that it's him.